All right, so I've got a lot to unpack here. I don't know if you watched my video the other day, but I talked about how, in my opinion, I potentially believe that Diddy was working for that three-letter agency that watches everything we do. They help overthrow governments in other countries. And I said it because his father used to work for Frank Lucas. And anyone who knows who Frank Lucas is, he was a huge drug dealer in New York City that was working for that same three-letter agency to help them make money. Well, now it's being reported as told by one of Diddy's top bodyguards that he was an asset for that three-letter agency and the feds. And his job was similar to what Jeffrey Epstein did, and that was to get information and video of celebrities, politicians, and athletes so they could use that information to make them say things and do things that they might not want to do, basically blackmailing them. And for those of you who always wonder why it's always one narrative, why the elites, the celebrities, everything always come out and say the same thing, because there's a good chance they're being blackmailed because this is what they do. Our government is in the business of blackmailing anyone of influence in order to get them to do things that they need them to do in order to keep a narrative going. You get that? I've been saying this for years, but now you have two very prominent people, Epstein and Diddy, who are doing the exact same thing. And anyone who's denying this any longer is living in a shell. The question is, can we cleanse our government? Can we cleanse these three-letter agencies? Or is it too far gone that we're lost as a country? This is why they don't want Donald Trump to win. This is why they smear him, because they couldn't control him. You get it? People sit here and say, oh, Donald Trump, blah, blah, blah. He was friends with Epstein and all that other stuff. All right. All rich people know each other. They all do business with each other. Yet, to this day, they still have yet to release any clip of Donald Trump involved in any escapades. And if you understand what's happening, it would have been released already. They would have arrested him. They would have done what they had to do to remove him, because it's obvious. They're making up crimes against him. They're changing laws in order to be able to sue him. All the stuff that's going on against him. Yet the one thing people claim, they can't get anything on him. And I really wasn't trying to make this video about Trump, but to tell you that if we don't act, if we don't change things, it's only going to get worse. Our government is compromised. The people at the top are all compromised. And this is why they don't do anything that benefits the American people. And they only do stuff that benefits themselves and their own power. Anyway, I just did this video to show you that P. Diddy was into gay blackmailing people, politicians, with, of course, deviant sex on video and sex, unfortunately, with children. This is disgusting, and this is what's happening in America. You know what's crazy? Before I leave, I just want to say this one thing. I remember when I was young and I used to watch all these countries that badmouth the United States and say all this crazy stuff the government was doing. I used to look at it and be like, oh, you're just a bunch of haters. You're just jealous of the United States. I take all that back. They were right. And being that we were being brainwashed by the news, we didn't get it, or at least I didn't get it. But now I see everything clear. I see the disgusting display of what's going on in our government and in our country. Anyway, thanks for watching. And if you can, share this video. Let people see what's happening. We need to get the word out to everyone. And I'm sure people, even with this, is too far for most normal people. Anyway, thanks for watching.